1.06 to the fourth power. That gives you 12,625, which is B, the answer. And we talked about that on slide 6. Oops. Okay. Question 12. Reliable Plumbing is considering spending $350,000 today to replace its service vehicles. Reliable expects this investment to result in cash flow savings of $10,000 the first year. I'm sorry, $100,000 the first year, $200,000 the second, $150,000 the third year. At the time, they expect to have replaced the vehicles. At that time, they expect once more we'll have to replace the vehicles. So, if the interest rate is 6%, what is the net present value? Again, you want the net present value. It's not an annuity, and it's not a perpetuity, so it's just the straight net present value. Are you starting to get comfortable with this? Okay. Is it an annuity, ask yourself. Is it a perpetuity? Or are you trying to do present value or future value? Those are the 5 questions you have to ask yourself. So, okay, so here we go, net present value. And we're going to take that initial investment of $350,000. Remember, that's a negative. And then you're taking the present value of each one of the payments and adding them together, just like we did on the one a couple questions ago. And you come up with this. The only difference is this one isn't an annuity, so you can't use the annuity formula to make it quicker on yourself. But the good thing, it's only 3 years, so you don't have as many to calculate. So the answer is 48,281.80. That's what I got. It's B, 48,280, in slide 48 we talked about it. Okay, so after I go through these, you either can try taking this exam yourself on your own, and I know sometimes it seems so easy when I go over it. Wow, why didn't I have trouble with it? It's when you go over it by yourself that you have the trouble. So just try these guys again, and just remember, ask yourself, is it an annuity? Is it a perpetuity? Am I trying to find the present value or the future value? Okay, so now we're on, let's see, we're on question 13. Assuming an interest rate of 4%, the present value of $30,000 received in 3 years is, so you want to use the present value formula. It tells you right there what you're trying to use. So you just take your $30,000, divide it by 1.03 to the third, and that gives you 26,670. Slide 17, we talked about it, and the answer is A. 14. An investment advisor suggests that Roger deposit $10,000 in a fixed-rate investment vehicle that matures in 6 years. The maturity value will be $15,869. What is the estimated annual rate of return? Woof, remember that when we had to come up with that formula? So we have 1 plus r to the 6th equals, fill in the blanks here. The future value is 15,869. The present value is 10,000. So you divide those out, and then we're going to raise the result to the 1/6th power. And that comes up with 1.08 or 8%. The other thing that you could do, 1 plus r, no, you can't do that because you have to raise it to the 1. I was going to say you can go to a future value table, but you can't because you have to raise it to the 1/6th degree. Okay, it gives you 8%. Okay, well, how'd you figure it out? Yes, that's okay. Hey, that's fine. Okay, we had someone who figured it out a different way. Tell me how you did it.
Took the 10,000 and I
She took the present value.
And then I took, because it was, where is it, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years, yep.
I took it times 1.08, which I figured out by, what did I have?
1.08.
Not by that. Never mind. I think I figured out by looking at the
Your value table and figured it out. Figured it out what the percent was.